From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, this is Madden Football on EA Sports.
At the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. Leading them out, their young quarterback, the rookie from LSU.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Daniels. Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The quick slant, good for a first down, a gain of 12.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To the air goes Daniels. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Daniels looking to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Daniels. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Daniels. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Robinson. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Robinson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Now that was a pretty unconventional play call there on 3rd and goal. You hate to take a chance of something going wrong and turning the ball over. And now it's looking like they're going to have to settle for 3.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Daniel's going to throw for it. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And some room to work. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
A first down throw, Darnold. That's down the field for Jefferson. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there, because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. An inside give to Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he's brought down at the 16. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Jones. And once again, the Commander defense stout against the run game. They drop him for his 2nd straight play. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Darnold. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down and 8.
Back to throw. Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Looking to throw. Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
De'Ami Brown, the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off of play action, Darnold
finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Darnold. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Washington ready to try again on offense. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Daniels. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17. Into the red zone, 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders offense returning to the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, you've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick 1st down.
Ready?
On 1st down, here's Daniels to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, Daniels.
Crowder's got it over the middle.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
After the interception, here's Darnold. That's complete right around the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Here's Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And the Washington offense heading out.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And complete to Zach Ertz. Look at the big fella go. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Eckler now between the tackles. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Daniels. Now he's forced out right.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels.
15 yards.
And the Commanders have got it back to within a score.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Ty Chandler now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it, because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5.
To throw is Darnold. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Up the middle, Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake, and it's Darnold.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 46. Play action. It's Darnold.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
first down. Darnold over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Darnold.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Darnold now to throw. Flush to his right. Broken tackle. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Sam Darnold, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings are able to extend their lead.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is now 13. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Daniels. This one caught by Crowder. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Daniels now on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has been a hard-hitting affair to this point, and you got to expect we'll see more of the same in the second half. And to bring the action your way, let's get it right back out to Brandon God.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold.
He's going to find Jefferson open downfield.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Faking the give, Darnold. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Darnold completes it.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it, because you're running away from people on it.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now.
Looking to throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold.
They're going back to the same well. It's Hockenson again.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well, because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
First possession of the 2nd half now for Washington. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
from Viking territory now. They'll come up 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the draw, Robinson. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Off the play fake, Daniels. Open man down the field. It's a tight end Sinan.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300.
Kevin O'Connell clearly unhappy with that call, and he's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
The tight end in motion right.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. To throw is Daniels. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's Daniels.
On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. They run the draw here with Robinson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion.
Again, it'll be Robinson, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders are back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Now Darnold.
Thrown toward the sideline, and Jefferson's got it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings first down as he'll be brought down at the 38-yard line.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession.
This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, Try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
2nd and 16. Daniels looking to throw. He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
An inside give to Jones. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10.
Darnold. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
They'll look to throw.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead.
1st and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's a definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, here we go on the next drive for Washington. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Now Daniels.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Darnold from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
A 1st down throw, Darnold.
Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. 2nd down and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. A give to Jones. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Again, Darnold. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. They go play action. Daniels. Oh, and that is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air goes Daniels. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Jamison Crowder from 4 yards out. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Daniels now to throw on 1st down. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. They'll run again here with Robinson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. 2 yards on the 1st down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. Back to throw. Daniels.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders have taken a 4th quarter lead.
They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vikings head out to take over once again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson.
And Hockenson going to have the Vikings 1st down as he'll get this up to the 43.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Darnold on 1st down.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 42-yard line. Now it's Darnold.
A check down here to Jones.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, It can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 7. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
A first down throw for Daniels. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he goes out right around the 39.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing now is Daniels. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Daniels. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep.
If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
On second down, Darnold. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They need 18 yards here on third down. Here's Darnold. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. .36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Up the middle with Eckler. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the give, here's Robinson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Okay, ready?
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Play action, now it's Daniels. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Darnold. Addison hauls it in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's 2nd down. Here's Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Completes this to Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Darnold to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Able to find Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Darnold. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Here's Darnold. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now 1st and goal. Darnold. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Darnold. Throw out wide is incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Darnold now to throw. Being chased out, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
This ball intercepted. And the Vikings are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.